What is a ghoul's favorite breakfast? Biscuits and gravy. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you, my friends, on a Saturday afternoon. A very rare time and place for me to be, but a very common game for me to be playing. Welcome back to Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Once again, I'm on the grind. I'm trying to achieve a deathless run. Our odds of success are decent. So far, the best run I've had has made it to stage 4 of loop 2. So we've gotten 3/4 of the way there, roughly. If you don't take into consideration that the next to last boss should be weighted extra heavily because of its immense difficulty. If you're counting the proper weight for the final boss, we've made it like 4% of the way there. But I'm decent at this game. I've completed a 1 credit clear with stock lives. That is a no continues clear. So deathless is the next step, the next challenge. I've put like I think 5 or 6 streams into this attempt now, and into this challenge rather, and haven't pulled it off yet. But hey, maybe today's the day. I've got our key emote as the icon, since we're going for keys. That's some positive thinking there. We're going to do it on professional. Go ahead and crank down the lives, since extra lives mean nothing to me today anyway. And I usually switch the sound to mono, because that's the only way I can hear it. My CRT only does mono sound, no stereo. As is our habit, we let the opening play out the first time. And then we get moving. First weapon of the game, what will it be? The torch. That was close. I thought that zombie had me there for a moment. And getting a lot of lag as usual. Wouldn't be Ghouls and Ghosts without tons and tons of lag. It's so funny how when a video game lags, it makes me like feel like I'm straining in real life. It's so weird how that happens. Hello, Mazen. Good to see you again. I just saw your whisper. I actually didn't see it until after I hit the go live button. That's why I didn't reply to you. But 19 frames. Like, what can I say? I've got incredible luck. But really, I hope that I hope it is something you can incorporate into your run, because it would be it'd be very satisfying to me to know that I contributed to a world record, even if it was by accident. It's just crazy. And hello, Sparrow. It's bloody 5 a.m. What time you call this? It's going on. It's a 2:43 p.m. for me. This afternoon stream for me. There's a knife over there. Let's get that. Oh man, I'm glad I didn't leave that behind. So I watched a little bit of your stuff, Mazin, earlier this morning. I watched your VOD of your any percent run, and that was a satisfying watch. I watched that one because I didn't want the 102% run to spoil the secrets for me just yet. On my next playthrough, I want to see if I can find some of the secret rooms. Oh man! And I watched the first stage of your tutorial, and man, what an in-depth tutorial! All right, I need to get past this skull tower. These skull towers. These are one of the earliest obstacles in the game. I mean, you know, the first part of the first stage, and they're one of the things that caused me the most grief. They should be easy, but they're just not, they're not as predictable as they should be, or at least not for me. Frownie drop is quite doable RTA, but still somewhat risky to do regarding time saves. Oh, I got the fireball back. Oh, but the knife is over here. Good to see you unexpectedly. I was coding, and yes, the sun is about to rise, so I'll be watching and listening till I fall asleep. All right. I'm glad I can keep you company while you work, Sparrow. And I'm glad I can have your company while I struggle through this challenge. Even if you're not able to chat a whole lot. I don't know why I spend so much time trying to spawn the chest when I'm at max power already. Old habits and all that. I'm honored you watched any of my stuff. I get very little views on that, so I'm glad whenever someone stumbles over it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch the whole thing. I find it very, very interesting. It's a super long video. Though I know you did say that you've got it's got 2 runs in it because it's got a commentary-less movie at the end. So I'm sure that's, you know, a bit of the runtime. You know, 20 minutes or so. Yeah. Okay. Watch out for the ghosts. run. For anyone watching who may not be familiar, just a heads up, this second half of this level has a lot of sudden, bright, flashing lights. And so if you are sensitive to that sort of thing, you may want to watch with caution. Tear open the stuff and back away so I don't pick up a garbage weapon. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I've made a terrible error. Oh, okay, recovery mode. What can we do? We can get our armor back, but I don't think we'll be able to get... two chests. I'm only... If I'm lucky, I'll be able to get our armor back. Things just got real already, my friends. I only know of 2 more chests on this level, so the first one we opened should be a wizard, and the second one should be our standard armor. I almost lost my life right there. Oh goodness. I'm not doing well. Okay. Expect a wizard. Yep. Expect an armor. Yes. We're still in very rough shape though. I would love to see how a second playthrough of Castlevania Adventure would, ooh. Hello, Sir Punksalot. Thank you so much for the resub. Thank you for the 3 months. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I would love to see how a second playthrough of Castlevania Adventure would look from you. Also, I'm sure you can get on the leaderboard if you intend to. And good thing you didn't watch the 102% run yet, because it spoils absolutely everything the game has to offer, obviously. Yes, so I'm definitely going to do more playthroughs of the game. So far as my ambitions for getting on the leaderboard, I don't know. Like I'm not really like a speedrunner kind of guy myself, but I have to admit I am feeling tempted. So we'll see. I might need to look into getting myself one of those timers on my screen, and maybe next week. Tempted is good. Tempted is good. I mean, I'm 100% wanting to play it again because it's a fun game. But a speedrun attempt, I'll do a slow I'll do a slow one if the slot stays open. So I'll probably, I don't know, I might make another run at it next week. I kind of emphasize variety on my streams, so I try to bounce back and forth between a lot of different games. But it was a surprisingly surprising good time. All right, beautiful. He didn't fire a single projectile. That's impossibly good luck from that boss. That should have been a nightmare. That should have been a horrific fight. And instead, it went beautifully. I could not have asked for a better version of that fight. I can see the variety and not even casual stuff. I mean, I like challenging games. Oh no, this is bad. That fairy went right inside my sprite. Do you know Demon's Crest on the NES? I know of it. I've never played it. It looks like a lot of fun. But I don't have a copy of it. I tend to only do a physical, like, original hardware for games for the most part. So that's why I've never gotten around to it. But it looks good. I actually have the other two games in the series. The first, Demon's Quest, Gargoyle's Quest, on the Famicom. I have the Japanese version. I haven't played it because I'm not sure if I need to read anything in it or not. I just kind of have it for collectability at the moment. And I have the one on the Game Boy as well, but again, I've never played it, and my excuse there is I've just never made the time. Do you have a Switch? I have a Switch. Is it included in the Super Nintendo collection? I don't remember what's in there. Since I started streaming, I really don't play games off stream very much currently. And so I tend to only have either my retro consoles or my Switch hooked up at any given time. And so that's why It's just a lot of things. But because I prioritize retro games on my stream, then I usually don't make the time to hook my Switch back up. But maybe once a week. It's in the SNES collection. You played it there too. I really should give it a go. I need to try all of those games out. It's kind of a significant gap in my gaming accomplishments to have not played that since I'm such a big fan of this series. Oh well, 2 cycles on this guy. Again, highly recommend Demon's Quest since it's a very good game and also quite challenging to get all 4 endings of the story. I didn't know it had multiple endings. I know it has a lot of secrets in it, right? I believe it does. I don't know. Most of my knowledge of it, most of my information on it comes from one review that I watched several years ago. So my knowledge of it is very fuzzy, but it looks like a very good game. No. Oh. Remember when I said we were in trouble before? We are in way worse trouble now. Way worse. Even if I make it through here, getting through the next half of the stage without the gold armor is not incredibly likely, my friends. I love a game with multiple endings. Oh, I wanted to ask you, Sir Punxalot, when you and your husband were doing the Castlevania playthroughs, did you do the Castlevania Adventure on the original Game Boy? Because that's what we've been talking about at the start of the stream. I played that last night, and Mazin here in chat is the world record champion for that game. He's got the records in every category. Did I miss something? Why don't I have armor now? Shouldn't one of those have been armor? I have to go through here in my underwear? No. See, it's running. I think we did. We played it long ago, though. That's Sony, a celebrity. Exactly. Play it again. Yeah, so I went into it last night. I went into it at the start of my stream. Like, I wasn't expecting my stream to go super well. I was starting it off frustrated because I actually had wanted to play a different game. but that didn't work out, and so I made a switch to the Castlevania adventure as sort of a last second thing. But I was expecting the game to be pretty bad and impossible, and I didn't expect to be able to beat. I didn't expect to get very far, much less to beat it. And then I was super pleasantly surprised that not only is the game not impossible, it's not even bad. It's really good. It has a I thought it had a very negative reputation, but it definitely doesn't deserve that. And then I got even luckier that Masson showed up in stream and was able to give me just a few pointers that I needed and encourage me on the journey. So we had a really good time last night. It turned out to be a really fun stream. And also, Pally, hello. I'm on early. Yes, it's Saturday. I know I usually don't even stream at all on Saturday, but here I am. I got a little bit of time, so random surprise stream. Here we go. I'm glad you caught me. I'm glad you dropped by. Well, tell him we have to add it to the Halloween lineup again. Right on. I came in because I searched for a stream for it for over a year, and he was the first I ever found. I'm so glad you found me. That's kind of a thing I like to do is as well, is I kind of like watching categories that don't get a lot of play so that I can be the only person streaming them. I can't believe I'm going 2 cycles on this guy. You never go 2 cycles on this dragon. Hello, Starlight Sages. Hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome to, yes, my weird day stream. It's so cool. So many people have found me today. Why don't I stream in the daytime more often? It's the cobbler level, that it is. Have we seriously not died? I've been chatting, and so if I died and then and continued without resetting, my apologies. I'm not trying to cheat the run. I just I'm on autopilot. I can't believe if we really made it through there. I can't believe what's happening. I can't believe I made it through there without my gold armor. It's insane. Yes, that's true. That's true from what I hear. Yesterday, Frownie just casually beat the world record task by 19 frames on his first try in a certain place in the Castlevania adventure. I accidentally, what can I say? I accidentally mastered one room of the game. Local gamer plays SG&G on autopilot. What a legend. This flower here. This flower is one of the worst enemies in the game. I'm glad he didn't ruin us. As much time as I put into this game, I would hope that I would be able to play it on autopilot. You know, at least somewhat. Hey, Pally. Hey, thank you for the 12 bits. Yeah, Pally dropped by too. Oop. Oop. I think there's a chest around here, but I never know where to look for it. So we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Oh, I didn't even get a single hit. Come on. Come at me, bro. Oh no, I got cheated there. Do you see one of my daggers went right through him? Oh, okay. Woo. What a fiend. I also follow another old school streamer around your age who also plays retro stuff, but that other guy lacks in skill by a lot. You here just destroy games like nothing. Well, thank you, Madison. I appreciate the compliments. I do want to point out though, my performance in this game is not natural skill. My performance in this game, it comes from me playing it for over a lifetime. You know, this isn't, you know, my first. This isn't my first playthrough. It's not my first day, week, month, decade. But I like to think I have some skill at games. Frownie's pretty good at games. I agree, Frownie can play pretty well. He beats games that would take me so many hours to beat. So I am not good at games, hence watching them on Twitch. Well, thank you, my friends. I appreciate the vote of confidence in my skills. Oh no. This guy in general is not very tough, but sometimes when he throws his claws out like that, you get angles that are really hard to jump over. His secret strength comes from peppers. They definitely pick me up when I'm losing focus. which happens a lot. Yes, we got that guy. I was a little worried about that. I didn't feel like I placed that dragon particularly well. I think a certain skill level is naturally required for old school games since they were meant to be what people call hardcore to get today. This is true. Spicy peppers equals spicy gaming. This would go much faster if I used dragons, but I just didn't. Okay. From my point of view, hardcore gamers are basically just regular gamers from last era. That's an interesting take. I think there might be a lot of truth to that. I don't know. I think the most important thing with games like this is simply patience. Because there's usually just such a tremendous grind to learning the game. And when it comes to challenges in games, I can have the patience of a stone when I need to. Perhaps my husband enjoys playing particularly difficult games. That's not, that's not to say that modern games can't, oh no, this is bad, can't be hard. Whew. Almost lost it all right there. Alright, I really need to take this guy out because time is running away from me. And we still have a whole other boss to get through. Come on. Oh, I don't know if I can do this now. Why is he taking so long to die? Oh my goodness. Come on, man. Get away from my ledge. You are very upsetting to me. Do you know this? No. Oh, we lost it. Oh. Oh, we had a really good first run, but there it goes. Let's just have a moment of mourning. That level is cursed. It's actually the first time I've died there in a long time. Most of my deathless attempts haven't made it this far. And usually when they have, I've made it past this part okay, but you know, things happen sometimes. So I like to share. I keep a wooden sword next to me. And it's especially useful at times like this because this is how I reach the reset button on my console without having to get up. I think games design is different today. It's more about progress and fun, while older games don't care too much about comfort and rather to present an experience in the actual gameplay itself, not the stuff around it. Yeah, I think about that because it at some point, like, it's weird because, like, I think about old games and like how they would occasionally have like cutscenes and stuff in them, and like playing a game as a kid, like it was always really thrilling to get to a new cutscene in a game. But now, like, it's become to the point where like like cutscenes and stuff like that aren't rewards in games. Like, they are the game. And like, you spend as much time watching as you do playing in some games. Check that my settings are the same. Exactly, Punk. All right, from the top. Well, at least the game had the courtesy to start us off with a knife. I'm way more into the game itself, telling me a story, than having to waste my time with meaningless gameplay just to have a cutscene tell me a story. That may be the reason I'm so much into Castlevania Adventure. Oh, I knew I was flirting with danger there, but I thought it would take my shield before it would take my armor. I was like, well, as long as my shield is still intact, I know I'm safe, but nope. Not at all. It's okay. We can recover from this. This isn't as bad as losing our armor on a later stage. Okay, now the next two chests should be a wizard and a weapon, but I'm not sure what order they come in. I think this will probably be the weapon. And this will be the wizard. I'm gonna be AFK getting tea and such, BRB. Alright, we'll see you shortly. A warm drink sounds really good to me, but I can't be bothered to make one for myself, so I'm gonna stick with my water. Alright, we got the 1-up. Okay, we are powered back up. A few more people in here who I don't think were here before, so Just a repeat of the heads up. There's bright flashing lights throughout this whole section of this level. So if you're sensitive to that, then watch cautiously. I want to make it through here without losing my armor this time. Let's see if it happens. Very easy. It's very easy to lose your focus and start daydreaming on this level. There's so many chunks of just downtime. This one here I actually like, though, the slow, relaxing approach toward the boss. Another dragon. And there he goes. You cannot overstate the excellence of the dragon. It is absolutely magnificent. What am I doing? I'm always opening chests I can't possibly need. What a way to lose my shield. What? Can I break that open from down here? Yes. And it's gross. I don't want that thing at all. Alright. Okay. And you love to see that. A terrible weapon drop that you can actually avoid. Supposedly, having a weapon drop on a stage that you don't pick up makes it less likely for weapons to spawn from other enemy baskets. But I don't think that's something that can actually be relied on. Because these imps, they drop weapons on me all the time. And there doesn't seem to be any way to stop them from doing it. No! Ah. Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst. Because when you get hit like that, and you lose in one hit, not only your armor, but the run. You know, at least give me a, if you're gonna hit me when where I have a chance to recover. Don't knock me down a pit. That's just rude. Excuse me one moment before I start my next attempt. I just remembered I need to put my laundry in the dryer. I'll be right back with you. Okay. And we're back. My start button wasn't reading. The start button on this controller has gone quite mushy. really have to press it to get a good read sometimes. Oh no. Uh, like a banana. I don't even really remember where that was from. I think when I went on a field trip in a high school, someone from another school was singing that song. I think that's where I heard it. I remember it as a summer camp song. I don't think we ever went to any of the same summer camps, so we definitely have to have learned it independently. Or from different types of sources. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't make it over that guy. This run might be really short. I want to make sure that I open that chest at the right time so I could kill that wizard. Go ahead and get him out of my life. I'm back too now. Welcome back. You haven't missed a whole lot because I'm back at the top again. Second verse, same as the first. I frequently say that when we make it through loop 1. That's one of my favorite things to say at the start of loop 2. Or once more, with feeling. I had to go to a set build today. I'm exhausted and it ain't even 5. What production are you working on? Cinderella. I went to a ballet performance of Cinderella just last year. It was pretty impressive. I'm glad that chest tends to be a bear trap instead of a wizard, because I keep opening it unnecessarily out of habit. Kind of lucky there. That fish got real close. Oh, the slowdown. Okay, should be safe to go now. I found out that Frownie Drop seems to have been a thing for RTA speedruns for a long time already, but since I'm more interested in the task side of things, I wasn't familiar with this trick before. That's also why I managed to overlook it when I made the task run. Kind of my fault, but it's still a very significant trick nonetheless. Fair enough. Let's get him. Ooh, that was too early. Oh, I wasted my first dragon. Oh, I wasted another dragon. Can you believe it? I've never in my life wasted so many dragons. Sure I have. I'm gonna lose this fight. I rolled into town with every advantage. And now I'm gonna lose this fight. Oh. Thank goodness. Oh. 3 times is the charm. That was something else. I'm going to do this the super safe way. There we go. It's a lot of extra time, but I just prefer not to take the risk for the moment. Okay. Let's get good luck with the bats and imps. I know one of them's gonna drop a weapon really soon. These baskets cannot continue to be statues. Here we go. That's a weapon. Yep. No. No, right on me. Right on my head. At the very end, that's when they love to do it. Whoop. But in my own defense, making that last task run took about 100 hours or so. And especially in the final stretch of the game, you just have not too much motivation left to look out for every possibility. And if it saves a few frames, or not. So maybe that was a factor that made me overlook the Frownie drop in that place in the run. 100 hours. It makes sense to me that doing something like that would take a ton of time, but man, that is a commitment. There is a chance to get our gold armor back in this level, but I don't often make it through here without getting hit. Oh. Tasking just takes forever, especially in games with a lot of RNG and cycle stuff. And in Castlevania Adventure, it's also a lot about lag sequences, which could be treated just as grind-heavy as RNG stuff. Yeah, I was amazed listening to your tutorial. I was amazed at how much lag management is a factor in speedrunning that game. I'm not surprised because having played it, yes, I know it's very slow and laggy, but I don't think I appreciated it nearly as much until I started hearing your explanations of like how many frames like each different type of move you can do adds to the lag. Well, it looks like we're picking up the bow. I think the bow angers me more than any other weapon. Because the bow should be a good weapon. And instead it's so awful. The whole game is like 40% lag, and about half of that can be reduced, so roughly 20% of the entire runtime to be chipped away by lag management. Oh, and I was saying last night, I kept thinking the game ran slower on the Super Game Boy, but I was wrong. Games run faster on the Super Game Boy. I looked that up today, earlier today. Yeah, let's go with a fire. It's not really better than the bow. It's just I didn't want to try jumping around it. We got 2 more chests, 2 more opportunities to get a weapon of value. This is not a weapon of value. Why did I pick it up? I can't explain. Oh, we don't have 2 more chances for a weapon. Now I'm stuck with the scythe. That is also the reason I had to switch from Switch version to the original Game Boy version, because only that has the native slowness. Oh no. I'm not playing particularly well. My playing has definitely gone somewhat downhill here. But there's always the chance he'll turn it around. I'm gonna skip that chest on the left because I don't think I'll survive being trapped behind all those ghosts over there with only the scythe to get me out. Oh no. I got lucky there. Okay, let's go get our magic charged up. I saw a lance. If I don't get hit, the good news is there are lots of opportunities for weapon drops in this part of the level, so... Yuck. Back to the bow again. Take it over the lance for now, but... I'm not excited about it. Bear trap. I would suggest you increase your stream sound by a good bunch so your viewers don't get their ears blown out when they switch to other media sources without adjusting the volume settings in their devices. Just an idea. So that's something I'll look into. I'll have to do a lot of tinkering. But I will look at it. When I switch over to YouTube on the side, I always get shocked by the loudness of it. Only because I have my volume so high to hear the stream here. I get it. It's something that I want to mess with in between streams. I'm not going to do it while I'm live because I'll likely just end up making things much worse. Oh man, I messed that up. That's bad. That's the first time I messed that up in a long time. I cannot tell you the last time I messed up and died in that area. It's been years. Starting off with the fire. Alright, let's make it happen. Let's have another really good run. I've had plenty of poor runs now. Let's have a good one. Be really nice, since the game likes to drop weapons in my way in this area. It'd be really nice if it would drop the knife in my way. Oh, here comes a basket. Not even gonna open that chest over there now. Okay, this can be a bear trap. That was a question. But it could have been a statement because I was right. See. Play Castlevania 64. I just found your video outtakes on YouTube. Yes, I love Castlevania 64. I'm a big fan of it. I like that game a lot. I just beat it for the first time on stream a little while ago. I'd never beaten it due to a combination of bad memory cards and laziness. But I finally got around to it. I still need to do it as the other character, so I'll be streaming it again. You know, sometime, maybe within the next couple weeks, sooner rather than later. And I may want to do it on the hard mode too, but we'll see. I don't always feel the absolute need to beat every game on the hardest difficulty. With a lot of games, I'm usually okay to just do it on normal. It's such a great game in my eyes. I loved it. I'm glad you agree. I'm glad you agree, because it's another game everyone hates. It's very nice to have someone who likes it too, who loves it. In fact, both versions. Which one did you play? I only did the standard version. I have Legacy of Darkness, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Big mistake. You have to play hard mode. All right. Maybe I will. Sounds like I should. The Castlevania 64, the game definitely has some flaws, but I don't think they're that unreasonable to adapt to. And you know, once you kind of get used to the bad camera and the clunky platforming, it's not as bad as it seems at first. It just takes some getting used to. But there's so much about the game's like style and atmosphere that I just really like. I actually prefer the first release. Legacy of Darkness is too fancy for me. I think I agree with you there too. So Legacy of Darkness, I haven't played very much of. I've only ever made it through 2 or 3 levels of Legacy of Darkness, but I don't know. I don't like it as much. I know I'm not judging it fairly. I will point out, because since I haven't played so much of it, but my first impressions of it from playing a couple levels a long time ago, where I didn't really like it as much. I got this bot back again. Wow. The bots really want me to be famous today. I'll pass, though. For me, this is the perfect transition from 2D to 3D. It feels exactly as clunky and uncomforting to play as the original Castlevanias. You know what? That's true. Legacy of Darkness is more like an add-on or a DLC of some sorts. Yeah, I considered extra content, not the real game, not the real core game. So far as Castlevania games that I've done on stream, I've done Castlevania 1, 3, 4, Adventure, Bloodlines, and 64. No, there's the knife and I can't get it. That's the saddest thing that ever happened. So I have attempted the torch-only run of this game before. I've actually made it one loop through with just the torch. It's staggeringly difficult. I'm really thinking about that at the moment because I'm thinking about how much I do not want to fight the boss at this level with the torch. Oh no! Oh no! It heard me. The game heard me. It said, you know what? You're going to. I gotta fight this boss with the torch. Oh, this is dreadful. Come on, fish. Somebody drop a weapon, please. Oh, please drop a weapon. I don't think there are any baskets left. Fighting a water boss with a torch. Oh, I know. Oh, I was hoping this was going to be a good run. You gotta suffer through Castlevania 64 on hard mode with both characters. I promise it's one of the best feelings I had in my gaming career when I finally beat it. And it's not even about the sake of being hard, but hard mode rewards you by showing you the real game that you otherwise don't get to see. I'm not saying more than that. You've made a very persuasive case. The good thing about the torch is I believe it's the strongest weapon. Not that there's a tremendous amount of difference. Yes, there we go. Okay. Woo! Another magician. How many magicians is this game gonna give me? My last three. That's. That's not a magician, but it's an enemy. The scythe is not a weapon, it is an enemy. Don't let it fool you. I don't like fighting this guy with the torch. I can't get it up on that ledge where he is. There we go. Oh, I got a bear trap, and then 2 magicians, and then a scythe. These are some of the grossest chests. But it's all worth it. It's all worth it for my sweet, beautiful knife. I'm glad I started it on hard mode in my first playthrough, or as soon as I could. I'm not sure if the mode was unlockable. I was stunned by what I had to realize when I played it again on normal afterwards. I swear hard mode is well worth the struggle, and both character stories are too. That's cool. So no, the reason I haven't played it on hard mode is you have to unlock hard mode by beating it on normal. When you first put it on, it's only easy and normal available to you. And so I've only done one playthrough of it on stream, so it was a normal playthrough with Reinhardt. So I figured, you know, I would do a carry playthrough now that I've done the Reinhardt one. And it sounds like I should do it on hard mode, so that's probably what we'll do. And then sometime after that, we can loop back around and do Reinhardt's on hard mode too. But all in good time, because I imagine these playthroughs are gonna take me a while. I was wondering how I got to even play it on normal, since I tend to only play maximum difficulty in every game. I tend to be fine, at least starting out games on the normal difficulty. If I like a game a lot, and I play it a bunch, I'll move it up to hard, if that's an option. But usually, for my first playthrough of a game, I'm not ashamed to go through it on normal difficulty the first few times. Oh no. Come on, iframes. Don't fail me. I can't believe I made it out of that situation. It's even better then, because if you see normal mode first, you get to see the differences to hard mode. Yeah. Yuck. There was nothing I could do. You see my crossbow bolt over there? Circling around the enemy for 4 hours and never hitting anything? I hate the upgraded crossbow so much. What an awful, awful weapon. Get me out of here. Oh. Blue guy's in a bad pattern again. What do I do? See, here's the thing. I don't know if I can actually make it out of here. Okay, good, good. That was, something. My difficulty tick just comes from nowadays washed down casual stuff. Often hard mode is barely challenging at all, so I always start out on maximum difficulty just in case the game is another one of those approaches to keep toddlers busy and not challenge a player. I get you. I play more retro games than I do modern games, so I don't feel those same particular woes as often as you might. I don't know. Oh man, I was doing so well and then I just lost it all right there. Oh. The stream is lagging, by the way. I'm not sure I can hear all you say without cuts. I'm not sure that there's anything I can do to fix the lag. My apologies. Better stick to retro stuff if you can, honestly. New games are so extremely rare to be truly good. It's almost a waste of time to even try them. Yeah. So, you know, like, these sort of, like, retro, like, platformers and adventure games are mostly my favorite types of games, and they're most of what I play. But, you know, I do play other types of stuff. That's much more casual. I have been known to put hundreds of hours into an Animal Crossing or a Harvest Moon or something like that from time to time. So I could see the value in casual games like that too. Are we gonna make it through here? We're gonna make it through here. I can't believe it. There's some good ones, of course, but compared to the density of good retro games versus how many NES tough is good, I tend to believe that old design was just better in general. Only hardware was the limit back then. Typing in the dark spills some wrong letters at times, no worries. I wouldn't hold anyone's typos against them. I make typing errors even in well-lit rooms. So I'm thinking a lot because my thoughts on games are not very well organized, and so my opinion's not very well formed. But I do tend to agree with you that I think that like when I look at like catalogs of retro games or whatever, the density of games that I'm interested in is much higher than like now. Like when I, if I go to the store and look at like what's on the shelves today, at this very moment, the density of games that will even interest me is very not dense. It's difficult for me, like looking at things that are available on the shelf, to find things that are even interesting to me. But like if I peruse through, like I've been exploring the Sega Genesis catalog. I never had a Genesis growing up, and so I'm just now getting into it. And just looking at the games available, I see lots and lots that are really interesting to me on this older platform than I see on newer platforms. Finally seeing this guy again. It's been a long time since we've had a run make it this far. Let's see what we get. A magician. Oh, okay, great. The bow is so terrible, and I'm just hanging back. Am I even really playing the game at this point? I'm just hanging back and letting the homing bullets do everything for me, or trying to. If they worked, if they were at all reliable, that's what I would be doing. There we go. Got my dagger just in time. Oh, I fired that in a really terrible place. That was just awful. Oh, and there he goes. I really should practice the way speedrunners get through this room, because it'd be so much more elegant. Like, I see the way they jump over the chests and get through here without fighting these guys, but I've just never put in the time to practice and get good at that. And it would totally be worth it. Oh, another. Starting off with another terribly placed dragon. Oh, no. I was so confident that I was gonna complete a loop, and I'm not confident of that at all now. Oh man, I really messed things up. I have regrets. Didn't you beat Satan today? It felt like you did. I beat the I made it here before, and I beat the red guy, and then I died on the green guy. So I haven't completed a loop today, unfortunately. This game looks all the same to me in every place. Well, I mean, especially at the end there, in the castle, it's very samey there for a while. Because it makes you fight the same boss twice in a row, and then it makes you fight a guy who's basically the same as the other two. Alright, we'll see how this goes. This might be my last attempt for the day. I was planning on streaming till about 5:30. If we're on a roll, I can fudge that a little longer, but I was only planning to go about until about 5:30. And it's almost 5 my time. But if this goes well, I'll go over it. I hate the Ghosts and Goblins series. Now that hurts. That hurts me a lot. Only Gargoyle's Quest was the good thing coming from it. I disagree with you. I love this series. This is my favorite video game. I won't argue it's the best video game, but I like it. This is, it has a lot of, I've played it for a long time. It has a lot of value to me. And I like the first one on the NES, too. I like that one quite a bit. That surprises me, though. Because if you like Castlevania, I'm surprised you don't like Ghosts and Goblins. You know, difficult platforming, fixed jump arcs, lots of lag. they've got tons of things in common. Just use the iframes and run for it. We'll pick up some armor later on. Just not my type of gameplay physics, and the art style doesn't suit me at all. Fair enough. I used to feel that way about Mega Man for a long time. I didn't like the Mega Man games at all. I wasn't really into the art style, and I don't know, I couldn't wrap my head around the gameplay. There's just something about it that I didn't really like. I didn't have fun with them. And I'm not exactly sure what changed that, but I really like them now. I think it was finally playing and beating the first Mega Man game that changed me on them a couple years ago. And now I'm working my way slowly through the series. Castlevania is dark and dirty and gothic, and the music tells a story in its own. The background graphics make you feel like you are right in there yourself. Castlevania is way better than most other games can ever wish for. That's some high praise, and, you know, I would say well deserved. Whoa. For me, Ghosts and Goblins is too cartoony and lighthearted. I like my games dark and heavy. Fair enough. I think that's kind of what I like about I think that's kind of what I actually like about Ghosts and Goblins, is that it's a little bit sort of in between. It's got sort of the dark horror elements, but in a more lighthearted style. And I just like a character. I just like a game where your main character is a knight. How about Dark Souls? There you play as a knight guy too. I think I would love Dark Souls. I have Dark Souls on the Switch, which is probably the worst way to play it, but it's the only way that I would be able to play it, because I don't have a powerful computer or anything like that. I have a copy of it sitting on my shelf. I just haven't gotten to it. I think it's one of those things that I want to play when I can sit down and have like a stretch of like 8 or 10 hours and really try to sink into it, because I know it's really hard and I'm gonna have a very slow time making progress. But yeah, I do intend to play that one day, and I think I'll love it. Okay. I think my shield actually saved me from a hit there. I didn't hear the sound effect of their connect, but I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. I got really lucky at the end of that fight. played Dark Souls because everyone talks about it, so I gave it a try, and I have to say it is worth to experience for once, but I cannot recommend to play it to the end since the game gets worse and worse around the middle of the story, and by worse I mean quality-wise. Everything feels stretched out and cheap to just make your playtime longer. That's a shame. So for Dark Souls, I would say if it was only half as long as it is, then I could recommend it, but not the way it is. Only play a bit of the beginning and then quit whenever you like. That is my best recommendation for that game. And I'm not the type of quitter usually, though. I like to try to see games all the way through to the end, and I like to think that I usually beat most of the games that I start. But I do know that that if it's a game that I have to play across multiple PlayStations, I do tend to get distracted, and if I don't come back to something for long enough, it kind of kills my motivation to finish it. I wish I knew known that bat was there before I jumped. Okay, our run is teetering on the brink of disaster now. My goodness, and it just got worse. Can you believe it? Also, Dark Souls is not hard by any means. All the rumors about how hard it is are just casual kids from today who don't even know what the word hard means. Oh no. I want the knife. I'm actually thinking that the knife might be to my disadvantage here. Because the torch has a slightly upward trajectory and does more damage. But hey, we made it past the imps. And we got to keep the knife. an excellent recovery. Okay. No. That's not supposed to be a weapon. Made it around it. I'm trying to debate with myself. I mean, it's too late now, but hey, look, one of the guys despawned. That's nice. Nope, it's not nice at all because I got hit. Everything's bad. Oh, why did he have to fire right when I was there? Oh, I was feeling so lucky, and then I immediately went to the exact opposite. Another thing about Dark Souls that really made me angry is that it acts like you are free to do whatever you like, which is true to some degree, but when you really push it and go somewhere you're not supposed to go, then the game still stops you from it by a locked door or something, and that double moral made it so much less fun to play since you still feel like a bird in a cage while the cage tells you that you can fly everywhere you like within it. Oh, I'm unhappy about that. I'm very, very unhappy about that. miracles and wonders, we're still alive. Okay, we made it through. If they made it truly free for you to go wherever you want and then just have a harder time in places where you need items you do not yet have, then it would also be a nice game. But as I said, the way it really is, it cannot be a recommendation from me. Fair enough. I do agree with you in that I do prefer the idea of a game that lets you explore without artificial roadblocks and just kind of hampering you through difficult enemies instead of gates and keys. Though there are a lot of games that are just about looking for keys to unlock doors that I do like. Got lucky there. Got real lucky there. Sorry, I think I just blew directly into the microphone. That probably didn't sound very good. Got him. think the last time we were here or the time before that, I got swept off of that rock by the avalanche, and that's a weird thing that doesn't happen very often. I was kind of taken completely by surprise. Okay. This is the third time we've made it to the end of loop 1 today. Can I bring it home? Nope. I tried to rely on my magic. That was a bad move. That was a bad move. We've got a real struggle ahead of us once again. Oh, I'm doing so bad today. Oh. If I've had an attempt to make it past the 4th stage, I've almost always completed the rest of the loop on these deathless attempts, and today I am just not able to make it happen. Isn't the dagger the best weapon? The dagger is the best weapon far and away. Yeah, none of the other weapons really even compare to the dagger. The dagger is the best weapon in all situations. The bracelet is the second best weapon when you've got it powered up all the way. The crossbow is the third best weapon if you don't have it powered up. And then every other weapon is basically equally trash. That time limit is really sneaking up on me. Come on. No! Oh, what a way to go out. I beat him and died at the same time. Oh. Oh, what a world. What a world, what a life. Oh, I count that as success. Oh, man. Satan is dead. Your life doesn't matter for the safety of Earth. Well, there's the trouble with that is there's one more boss after that boss. And you have to play the whole game again to get to him. Oh, because that's Ghosts and Goblins. That's the whole thing. You have to play the game 2 times in one loop. Or in one, you have to go through 2 loops of the whole game in one playthrough. And on the second loop, I don't know how familiar you are with the series. So I could be just telling you stuff you already know. But on the second loop, you have to beat the game with a particular weapon that's only available on the second loop, and that's what actually makes it really challenging. Is that weapon is a challenge in itself to use because it's got a very specific trajectory. Yeah, the cheap fake out ending. You got it. All right, my friends, but we're right there at the we're right there at that 5:30 cutoff time that I said I was aiming for, and so that's what we're gonna go with. So this is where I'm gonna wrap up the stream for today. Thank you very much for viewing. Sorry again, I couldn't bring home the win on the deathless challenge. I really want to make it happen someday, but there'll be other times to try. GG's. Thank you. Thank you, Mazin. Thank you to everyone who's been in chat with me and everyone who's been viewing. If you want to hang around on the channel for another minute, I will look around and see if anyone is live that we might want to raid as we head out. See you when you play Castlevania Adventure or something else. Right on. I hope you do. I hope you drop by. Oh, here we go. All right. Let me just get this plugged in. Alright, so we're gonna go on a raid to Zinchan's channel. He's playing Final Fantasy XII. I don't really know anything about the Final Fantasy series or anything like that. But Zinchan is a super nice guy, and he raids my channel. He raids my streams all the time, and so it'd be really nice to send a raid back in his direction for once. So if you would be willing, let's pop over and check out what he's doing. Give him some company. So one last time, thank you very much for viewing my stream. I hope to catch you again. Have a great rest of your day or night until next time we see one another, my friends.